Okay, you can export your SketchUp model to AutoCAD. So let's say you want to, and let me delete this. I don't want it to be too big a file. So let me delete this as well. So let's say you have your SketchUp model right here. You can actually export this as a 2D or 3D graphics. 2D graphics or 3D model. So let's start with 2D graphics. So let's say you have a nice scene and it's a nice perspective drawing and you want to include it in your AutoCAD file. So all you need to do is set it up, and I think you want it to be in perspective. So nice perspective view. You have your tree maybe. I don't know why I deleted my tree. And then you have your nice rule of thirds applied to your drawing. And maybe you have your background object so you're not seeing the horizon. So it doesn't look like it's a single house in the whole area. Once you have done that, simply go to File, Export, 2D Graphics. By doing so, you are prompted to name this and save it as a JPEG file, PDF, Windows bitmap, or whatever file format you would like to export it to. You can even export it as a DWG, but this will be two-dimensional, not 3D. So let's start with exporting it as a JPEG file. I'll export it in my D drive. RAM Exer3 will be the name, and click on Export. Once I've done that, in AutoCAD, I can now open a file and say select the JPEG file in the D drive, which is I think right here. Okay, open it in Paint, Control A, Control C to copy it in my clipboard, paste special as a paintbrush picture, and you have your Excel perspective. Okay. Now that's a JPEG file. Let's check if we are able to export it nicely as a 2D object. Okay. So export 2D graphics, and let's say DWG. So you do have options here that you can change. Click OK, export. There's that file. Okay, let's say I say insert, enter, insert the file, select the file from my D drive where I saved it, open, and bring it in. So you now have a nice 2D drawing brought in as a block. Okay. Now in the same token, you can say click on camera standard view, let's say front view. This is like in perspective, 1-point perspective. I can turn off the parallel projection, so it's a simple 2D orthographic projection of my front view. I can do a export again, 2D graphics. I'll just say F, export. Again, say I, insert in AutoCAD, uh, insert this, open, bring it in, and then I can simply scale this to the proper scale. Now, since this is a block, I can say explode, and they become separate lines. Okay, so that's how you can bring the model in. Now, what if I want to bring it as a 3D model? So I'll just say export 3D model. Okay, I'll say DWG. I'll name it as 3D. Add 3D in there. Gets exported. Takes a while. And once it's done, I can select it here. Open. I think I exported the leaves. Look at that. So be careful. I think you want to. I thought I deleted the leaves already. So that's a lot of drawing. So those are the different parts that were brought in. And I'm not too happy with the way it's bringing it in AutoCAD. But it's just that you can. There's just too many files in here. And they're actually grouped separately. So they're being brought in as a separate group. And as you can see here, yeah, so you can see the thickness as well, right? So it's a 3D model brought in AutoCAD. But it's not coming in as one fixed model, unfortunately. So you need to reassemble. I think that 2D graphics is useful. This could be useful if you really need to. Otherwise, you can really model, or you can actually model within AutoCAD. And you'll learn that in your CAD 3 course, modeling 3D in AutoCAD.